This video is designed to help you to understand exactly how to submit an event reflection form for your participation in co-curricular activities. The reason why we are expecting for you to engage in co-curricular activities during your first semester at Alvernia University, and hopefully well beyond your first semester, is because we have strong evidence that students tend to achieve much more during their college and university level studies when they get involved, when they get engaged with the many different opportunities that are afforded them during college and university level studies. So here are the steps that you will go through to submit an event reflection form. The first thing that you need to do is to identify what event you are going to attend and participate in. So in order to do that, what you want to do is you want to open a browser on your mobile device or your computer, and then you will want to click on the URL box. Now this site that you are going to go to is actually also linked from within Blackboard. But if you are not following the link from directly in Blackboard, all you have to do is type in goldenwolves.org. So goldenwolves.org takes you to the portal for first-year students. After you have entered the goldenwolves.org portal, you will notice that there is a menu bar entitled For Students. In addition to all of the other information that this contains, for our purposes, we are going to select the co-curricular events calendar. Once we click on the co-curricular events calendar, we will notice that it shows all of the different co-curricular events that are available at Alvernia University. Now, because I want to go to an academic intellectual event, I would like to filter down so that I only see those events. And so I'm going to select the box that says all categories, and I am going to select academic intellectual. You will notice that now it is showing only the academic intellectual co-curricular events that are on campus. As I peruse the different offerings, I'm thinking that I am going to select one that is going to most benefit me. Because I see that probably all of them would benefit me, I might go to other events. But for the purpose of fulfilling this assignment expectation, I'm going to select one. I'm going to select the event that takes place on November the 6th from 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock p.m. that is entitled ASC, Academic Success Center, Workshop, Habits of Academically Successful Students. If I click on the link for there, I will notice that it actually shows me the same information in terms of when that event takes place. It also gives me some contact information, so I might want to contact the Academic Success Center if I have any questions about the event, and it also tells me exactly where the location is. So it is in Bernardine Hall, room 001, and students may also access this event using Zoom technology. Okay, I have now gone to my co-curricular event, and so what I'm going to do now is I am going to submit an event reflection form. In order to do that, I go back into the co-curricular events folder that is in Blackboard. It's the same folder from which you likely actually accessed this video, but I'm going to select the item that is directly above this video link called Event Reflection Form. Once I click on that link, I am going to download that form. And so I click on that form, it downloads. Since I'm using Chrome, it actually shows up in the lower left-hand side of my screen. However, if you are using a different operating system, you may have to go into your downloads folder or what have you. I click on that file and it actually opens up the event reflection form. This is really easy. In order to complete the form, all I have to do is double-click on those areas that it said I should double-click on, and then just enter the information as it actually is stated. So if you will remember, the event that I went to was called the Habits of Academically Successful Students. I simply enter that information into my form, and then I also indicate the date. So in this instance, it was November the 6th. Now, in one full paragraph, I am going to summarize the event that I went to. Once again, all I have to do is to double-click into that area, and then I simply enter the information. So I have now entered a full paragraph, basically summarizing the event. that it took place during an hour, that a couple staff members actually conducted it, that it helped to identify different habits that students should cultivate in order to be successful, and that the event was attended by approximately 10 other students. Next, what I will want to do is to select from the next area which kind of event this was. Academic intellectual is the default, so actually I can leave it in this instance, but if it was a different kind of event, I would select it from here. The next thing that I want to do is I want to, in 2 full paragraphs, describe what I gained from the event. I want to do this in a way that is very substantive, in a way that demonstrates to my instructor not just that I went to the event, but that I really paid attention, that I really gained something from it. So in other words, I want to let the instructor know what is the new information that I now have because I went to that event. And then I also want to reflect a little bit about how I'm going to apply that. So once again, all I need to do is I need to double click in that particular area and simply type in my response. A very, very substantive, interesting, well-written response that I can submit to my instructor. Once I have written approximately 1 to 2 full paragraphs giving that information, I need to ensure that I save this reflection form. In my instance, I am going to click on Save As, so that I can actually save this to my computer as an individual document. If anything were to ever happen, I can always go back to this document. Once in a while, technological glitches will occur and documents will be lost. It's unlikely, however, it can happen. And so let's just be sure that we take some precautions to ensure that we never lose work that we have completed. So in this case, I am going to title my document Event Reflection Form for Academics. I'm going to save it, and the next step that I am going to do is I am going to go back into my browser. I'm going to click on that content link, but this time I am going to select the Academic Intellectual Event Reflection link in that folder for co-curricular activities. This is going to take me directly into Portfolium, which is integrated with Blackboard, and I'll notice that the instructions are actually provided in this link. I will also notice that it provides me a status. It says, for instance, that I have not started this assignment yet. It indicates that how this will be graded is according to a rubric, and I can even take a look at what that rubric looks like to make sure that my work is the best that it can be, that my work, in fact, is going to achieve the full points that are available for this assignment. Once I have reviewed the rubric and I've made sure that my work is really something that I'm going to be proud of, then I'm going to click back into Portfolium. I'll notice that there is a button that says Start Assignment. In order to complete this assignment, I simply click on that link, and now it is showing me that I can actually attach a file. Notice there are 3 different options here. Not only is it the case that I can upload files, but I can also paste a link for other types of assignments that the instructor might use. There are even some other options. So for example, if I have saved this document in Google Drive or Dropbox, I can actually link that here. You do not need to worry about completing anything else that is on here. So for instance, under the category, you do not need to worry about changing that. For these assignments, you do not need to put in a description. You are welcome to add some skills, tools, or software in the box that is below. This is used for different types of assignments and projects so that you can actually track how you are growing in your learning, but also so that potential employers, whether they be on campus or off campus, can actually search Portfolium and find people who have unique skills. One of the habits I learned during this ASC workshop was about time management, so all I need to do is click on the plus and time management is now added. I also learned about personal responsibility, and so I can actually just type that into the field and then select plus. You do not need for these assignments to worry about adding teammates, and you also do not need to worry about adding tags. Now I am going to scroll back up to the top of the page because I did not yet upload my file. So I am going to upload the file that I had created. That is the Event Reflection Form for Academics. You will notice that that file uploads, and once the file has completed its uploading process, it shows up as an attachment. My teacher indicated that I also must include a photo of myself at the event, and so I need to upload another file. In this case, it is going to be a picture. And once again, just like the document, my photo shows up as an attachment. After I have completed that, if I am definitely ready to submit it, I can press the Submit Assignment button. If I am not yet done, for example, if I have not yet actually uploaded a photo of myself at the event, I might select Finish Later. As a matter of fact, I might even want to preview my submission just to get a better sense of how that's going to show up when it goes into my ePortfolio. So you will notice that in the Preview tab it actually shows what I have submitted. It also shows the photo. Admittedly, this is not in fact me. It is from Google Images, but it's just to give you a sense as to how this works. I can actually X out of this in the upper right-hand side. I can go back, click Submit Assignment. It'll say, are you really ready to do this? I say, yes, I am. And now I will notice that it actually in fact shows the status as submitted. Until I see this green check mark, I know that this assignment has not been submitted. So I can't go to my instructor and say, oh, but I thought I submitted it. I need to look for this green check mark. That's it. That's all you have to do. I hope you select your co-curricular activities wisely. It's important to be able to manage your time, but once again, it's also very important to be able to engage in the many opportunities that you have here at Alvernia University.